Welcome or welcome back to Trouble with Tish. I am Tish and I be trouble. And today we're getting into trouble with a surprise in the mail.
Troubles on the mind, hands around your throat, out in open waters trying to stay afloat. Remember to forget the future and the past.
Alright, like I said, we got a surprise in the mail. Didn't order it. First, I do want to cover a couple of things. I technically broke my no-buy at the Dollar Tree. They have a Clean Beauty Glow Foundation from Be Pure, which I have a couple of others that I was wanting to test out from the same line. And I thought that was interesting. So I broke the bank and spent $1.25. And then from the same line, I found a lip color and cream blush. It says Duo, but it's just one thing. And it says it's in the shade Fun in the Sun. And, I mean, the shade looked right up my alley, so I don't know why I smelled it. So I figured $1.25 for each one of these was a good deal, and they'll be good to test out. So I grabbed them up. Did I really break the bank? No, I didn't break the bank. But I do need to not spend money. So we're going to put this on the wheel and that on the wheel and test those out. And then I went out with Renee for her birthday. We went birthday window shopping, and we went to a few different Sephora's and Ulta. We went to the Macy's, just tooling around. And the plan was to go around and get samples of foundations. So I got a Charlotte Tilbury foundation. I believe it's the one in the squeezy tube. It's got a pump on it, but it's not in the bottle. It's in the plastic tube. And then the Laura Mercier Flawless Foundation. And I got those in little sample pots. And they label them for you, A and B. And then they write on the bag what the brand is and what shade you got. And then I also picked up the Makeup Forever and the Urban Decay Naked foundation that is in a glass container. She filled these like way up. I'm gonna get quite a few uses out of those. And then I got another Urban Decay from Macy's, the Hydromaniac. Thought that I would try that out as well. And I'm pretty sure that's not the right shade, but their shade range at Macy's was kind of abysmal. So I don't know if that's an Urban Decay thing or if that's a Macy's thing. But either way, it was free, so at least I get to figure out if the formula works good. If the formula works good, I can always try and find the right shade. And then I got the Makeup by Mario and something from Anastasia. So I got these. I remember when my sister was a teenager, she would go to the mall, my older sister, and she would come back and she would just have pockets full of like perfume samples. And I was like, how the heck does she come back with so much stuff and she doesn't have no money? I mean, we were broke. How the heck did she have money? And she told me, yeah, you just go and ask for samples. Well, by the time that I was old enough to go to the mall by myself, they stopped doing perfume samples. And so I was like, oh, well, that sucks. But now they do foundation samples and like I'm all over it. All right, so I store all of my samples in this little wicker thing. I got this from Debbie from Debutawn, and a whole bunch of stuff came in it. It was like there was a glass in there and earrings and this. It's like a little kitchen set. It's a towel and pot holder and a little dish rag, and it's like in the shape of an angel. It's like tied together, and I didn't want to disturb it, so I just hung it on my wall in the kitchen. So it's not getting used, but it is decoration. And I even found a use for the wicker basket. Now on to this. So, my husband came into the room. I was laying in bed watching YouTube, and he goes, "Hey, you got a package." And I was like, "A package?" Well, I didn't order anything, and I'm not expecting anything from anybody. So what's in the package? So I look at it, and it says it's from Cody DTC Holdings. And so it's something that was ordered. So I was like, okay, well, what is it? So I opened it up. Then I have to check my emails to make sure that there was no midnight shopping involved. And I don't have any emails from this company or Cody. So I didn't buy it. There's no charges in my account from it. There's no Afterpays or Klarnas or PayPal Pay in Force. There's none of that. So I don't know. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to check in and see if maybe Renee or Debbie or Joe or even Chanda sent it to me. I even checked with my cousin. And everybody got back to me and they were like, well, no, we didn't send you anything. And I'm like, it has to be somebody who knows me. And it has to be somebody who has my address. And there's not so many people that have my address. And I highly, highly doubt. In fact, I'm 99.999999% sure that this company has zero clue who I am. Or that I even exist. So it can't be like they just sent me something. So I'm wigged out. But we're not going to look a gift horse in the mouth. It does have my name on it. That was the first thing I checked because I've had my packages delivered to somebody else. I had to check and see. Is this even mine? Like, did they deliver to the wrong house? So, I got stickers. They're from Kylie Cosmetics. Never actually tried anything from Kylie Cosmetics other than swatching like one of her lip kits at Ulta on my hand way, way, way back. So, and then this is the reason I feel like it's got to be somebody who knows me. One, that's a foundation. But quick question, when did Kylie start making foundation? Power Plush Longwear Foundation. And it looks like it's at least pretty close. This is just the weirdest thing ever. I mean, that's really close. Whoever sent this is apparently they're paying attention to my shades or something on Wear Test Wednesdays, because that's a pretty close match. But then that's not it. I also got this. And it is Glow Balm, Lip and Cheek Glow Balm. And the shade is Doing the Most. And it's obviously got to be somebody who watches me, because that's like right up my alley. So the question is, who has my address and who knows me well enough to get that close of a shade? And I even asked my husband, and he seemed like he was a little bit irritated that I would even ask him. Not that he was irritated over the fact that I questioned whether he bought me makeup, but because it was Kylie. He was offended that I suggested he spent money on Kylie. So, just like, I'm very confused. So if you know anything about this, this is driving me crazy and I need to know. So please tell me in the comments. Yeah. So I don't have any makeup on today because I'm going to be filming this and putting it up because apparently somebody wants me to test this out. So we're going to test this out and do today's wear test with the Power Plush Longwear Foundation from Kylie Cosmetics. Alright, so if you have any clue who sent me this, if you sent me this, thank you. I really appreciate this, although the mystery will drive me crazy. The ADHD is very strong, and so when I go to sleep at night, my brain is like, well, who would send you that? And I go through my list, and I'm like, well, they said no, and they said no. Could they be fibbing and saying they didn't when they actually did? Like, my brain will go to some extreme lengths to connect some dots. So, whoever sent me this, thank you so much. I will test this out. I will get some use out of it. I really appreciate the thought that would go into something like this. I feel like I'm at a loss for words. Like, this is an extremely thoughtful thing to do for somebody. And I really appreciate the thought that goes into something like this. So, I'm going to get off of here. I'm going to, I'm not even going to spin the wheel. This is what we're doing for Wear Test Wednesday. And I'm going to use this instead of spinning the wheel for All About That Face. And we're just going to go with it. Go ahead and leave me a comment, especially if you're the one that sent this. So I can figure out who did it so I can thank them properly. Subscribe, stick around. We're going to test out this Kylie foundation. And I should have went with the other shirt. I was going to wear my Debutawn Words Are Hard shirt. Apparently, I should have worn it. The cream blush from Kylie as well. Alright, so I hope every single one of you has an absolutely amazing day, and I will see you all next time. Bye.
Troubles on the mind, hands around your throat, out in open waters trying to stay afloat.